Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back. You help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
Local people. Local news and events. Local sports. Local matters. For all things Lloydminster area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
Well, thanks for joining us here at the new Lloydminster Nissan. We are now located on Highway 17 South. Got this beautiful brand new building, and we have a beautiful parking lot, which is full of beautiful vehicles as well. Inventory and selection have never been better. So if you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, whether it's new or pre-owned, come see us here at the new Lloydminster Nissan and get into your next ride at just $59 a month. Come see us today at the new Lloydminster Nissan, where we won't sell you a car, we'll help you buy one. Well, we have a really fun show for you today. We're going to introduce you to a couple of really fun ladies. Parton Productions presents Ashley Borody and a special tribute to Adele at the Vic Juba Theatre October 4th. And this morning we'll introduce you to Ashley and we'll meet Tammi Lynn Parton as well with Parton Productions. We also have joining us Darryl, Oster, and Shelley Tatro, who are joining us from the Lloydminster Lions. And they are presenting the Medieval Feast September 21st in Kitscoty. And as you can see, they have come prepared for today. Superior Water is proud to provide you with the purest drinking water possible. I drink Superior Water because I like taste. I believe it is superior to anyone else's water. The best water in Lloydminster is just $3 a jug, and you get a great, consistent taste. And don't forget, ice for that Crown Royal on another hot summer weekend still is just $2 a bag at Superior Water. 2 locations in Lloydminster. You can visit them beside Sheepskin Loft on 57th Avenue, or you can stop by their coin-operated location by 7-Eleven just off Highway 17 South. At Superior Water, water treatment is what they do, and they do it well. Excited that Meals in the Fields is back for 2024, and our first meal is coming up today. We're going to head out south of Paradise Hill to visit Doug Fink on Fink Farms and talk to his neighbors and his crew and find out more about what the year has been like on the Fink Farm. So we're excited about that, and we're excited that you have the opportunity to win as well. So if you nominate a farmer, you could win, because we have 2 draws, each for a $500 gift card from Diamond 7 Meats. I want to thank Sobeys here in Lloydminster for supporting Meals in the Fields this year and every year. The Tent Guys as well, this year and every year. Diamond 7 Meats, of course, with that delicious roast beef. We also have Vical Agro on board again this year, another returning sponsor, and the new Lloydminster Nissan. Plus, of course, we really send out a big thank you to Gary Melka and the Gary Melka Foundation and his family for continuing to support Meals in the Fields. Well, Lakeland College Rustlers women's hockey team are hosting a car and semi-truck wash and a barbecue at 3 Guys Truck Wash tomorrow from noon to 7. It's $10 for a car wash. It's $75 for a semi-wash. Plus, you could stop by and get a hot dog and a pop for $5 and enter to win some door prizes as the Rustlers get ready for their season. It's a great fundraiser. It's also a really great team bonding exercise as well. That's coming up tomorrow at 3 Guys Truck Wash. There's been a great deal of talk about crime in the city of Lloydminster. Well, crime in every city lately. There's been a lot of talk, but particularly in Lloydminster, it being on the rise. And it feels like petty crime is on the rise. So if you'd like to help the RCMP curb crime in our city, you want to look at volunteering for Citizens on Patrol. It might be something you want to do. And Don Larry with Citizens on Patrol told us signing up is very easy.
Well, you have to do a background check, so you have to have a pretty clean record. And we do an interview process to see if you're suitable for things. We're not vigilantes like a lot of people think, so we have to weed out some of the more active people. But yeah, it's just a matter of filling out an application form, and you go down to the RCMP station and give them, they do a background check. You just fill out a form, and then that gets passed on to our liaison with the RCMP, and he gives it to us, and we take it from there.
The Walk of Remembrance in recognition of World Suicide Prevention Day is Saturday, September 14th at Bud Miller Park. I'm honored to be your MC for that event again this year. That walk's going to start at 3 p.m. and guest speaker Colin Malang is an Alberta farmer and he's a mental health advocate. He will be speaking at 4. That'll be followed by snacks and fellowship, and you're asked to bring a lawn chair so you can get nice and comfortable and a picture of your loved one for the memory board. If you want more information, you can call Neil at 780-872-9594. Fall Fest, presented by the Lloydminster District Co-op, is coming up at Bud Miller on Saturday, September the 14th. And boy, last year was just a beautiful hot day. The bouncy castles were just smoking hot. And the lineup for the corn and the hot dogs was just really lickety split as well. And we had a great time. Took my nieces out to it. Well, it's going to be a great time again this year. The wagon rides are back, all the bouncy castles and the fun things like that. The photo opportunities are back. Go to lloydminster.ca/fallfest and you get all the details for September the 14th. Marsden is hosting their 4th annual Street Festival on Saturday. That's this Saturday. It begins at 11 a.m. Over 100 vendors will line the main streets of Marsden, along with a dunk tank and bouncy castles and food trucks. And Tracy Kurtz and Carrie Blackbeard joined us yesterday with a reminder that if you're heading down to Marsden, make sure you stop by the Green Tent because you want to spin to win and enter to win all the door prizes.
Got a spin to win wheel where you can win an extra door prize draw, or you can win some treats or some vendor bucks we have as well. So yeah, and that's free for everybody. We get everybody to enter and say that they're there, and we have a new green tent this year, so hopefully noticeable.
Green. Yeah, it's easy to find us. We have several people from local as well as from the Lloydminster area that have donated door prizes to us.
The Olive Tree and Domino's Pizza are teaming up this September to collect non-perishable food items. If you donate 3 non-perishable food items to support the Olive Tree Food Bank, Domino's Lloydminster give you a free large 3-topping pizza. That's a pretty good deal for helping out the Olive Tree. Recovery Week continues with one big day left. There's a movie night tonight, but Tyler Lorenz with Residence Recovery told us that Saturday is a really big day here in Lloydminster. Last year saw about 180 people come out, and he expects it to be bigger this year, and it takes place in the Parklet beside the old furniture clinic in downtown Lloydminster, expecting 12 speakers, and Recovery Day will go to about 3 p.m. to close out the week.
Again, we're going to have it at that Parklet, and the one-way street will be closed as well. We'll have bouncy castles, information booths again, and speakers throughout the afternoon. So that'll all start off at 11 a.m. with a pancake breakfast, free pancake breakfast. Come on down and have some bacon and pancakes and get fed up and ready to hear some speakers.
Golfers, this is your last call to sign up as Kitscoty hosts a 2-man scramble with a maximum of 20 teams on Saturday. Cost to enter is just $200 a team. Shotgun start at 11 a.m. Register or get more information by calling 780-522-2950. And no winner last night at the Lloydminster Exhibition's Chase the Ace. That jackpot starts at $63,700 and the deck drops to 30 cards. You can purchase a ticket just by stopping at the Lloydminster Exhibition or go to lloydex.com. The deck, once again, 30 cards, tickets $10 each, or improve your odds and purchase more tickets. The Bordertown Hog Chapter's 13th annual toy run is also Saturday, September the 14th, and it is leaving right from the dealership next to us here at Denham Chrysler Jeep. New Lloydminster Nissan also proud to be a sponsor again this year. And along with the toy run, there's a dine and dance that will feature a band out of Edmonton called Playing with Fire. You can get in touch with Elias for more information at 780-871-2706 or join us Tuesday when members of the Bordertown Hog Chapter join us right here at the new Lloydminster Nissan. BioClean Disaster Services is committed, certified, reliable, and they'll help you get your life back. BioClean Disaster Services is Lloydminster's local restoration company. They're also Lloydminster's largest restoration company. 1-833-246-8326. They'll take care of your property, take care of your belongings, but most important, take care of your family. And that's how they will get your family back to where you were before the incident, whether it's fire, flood, or disaster. 1-833-246-8326. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to Darryl and Shelley about the medieval feast.
More than just taxes at L&A CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at L&A CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. L&A CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster. How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years.
At Jason Arden Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs, and we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arden Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
Have you checked out Wellings of Lloydminster yet? Wellings of Lloydminster is a beautiful small village within the city of Lloydminster. In fact, it's for those 55 and over who would like to take the next step of being able to travel and having more freedom, or if your health is starting to become a concern and you don't want to be out cutting grass when it's plus 40 or shoveling snow when it's minus 40, Wellings of Lloydminster is maintenance free. Now, don't get me wrong, you're still living your independent life, and you can have a 1 or 2 bedroom beautiful villa with a high ceiling or low ceiling, and I could sit here and describe it all day to you as being absolutely gorgeous, but the thing you need to do is call Darlene and have a walk through one of these villas and ask her about this beautiful centerpiece clubhouse that they're building as well. That'll give you the opportunity to get to know your neighbors as well. You want to ask about a pet? Ask about a pet. I think you'll like her answer. Plus, the garages are deep enough you can park and still have a workbench as well. They're going to have an open house here later in September. We're going to be there. 780-872-8537. That's Wellings of Lloydminster. Well, welcome back inside the new Lloydminster Nissan. We are excited to welcome Shelley Tatro and Darryl Oster, and they are here representing the Lloydminster Lions Club, and they have a medieval feast coming up in September, on September 21st, and we're going to get all the details from them this morning. Not only want to thank you for coming today, but thank you for appearing in costume. It looks good. It looks awesome.
Thanks for having us, Kurt.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I got to ask, where did you, because we're talking about medieval feast where you want people to dress up.
Dress up.
Where do you find the costumes? Where's the best?
Lynn down at Artistic Dance. She's the one that does all the costumes for all the dance and whatever. She has a full wall of men's and ladies' costumes, and she can look at you and she can go pull out what she thinks you're going to like, and easy as that. Or there's Amazon, or actually we have the Halloween store just opened.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, this costume was from the Halloween store, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so-
Okay. Have you had it for a while?
No, actually, I just borrowed it.
Oh, did you? Okay, awesome. Yeah. Okay, so medieval feast happening in Kitscoty this year. Tell us about your plans for medieval feast.
Yeah, so this is the second one that we've had after post-COVID, and last year people had such a fun time, and the Kitscoty Hall is hosting us again this year. We're looking to get about 240 participants plus volunteers, and it's going to be similar to last year, a good mix of some medieval food and medieval games, and we've got some special guests coming again to demonstrate what medieval warriors might have looked like back in the day. And it's a lot of fun. Like I said, the food's great, and everybody that I spoke to loved it last year. And so tickets are still available. We have probably about 100 to 150 tickets left. And but it's going to be a great night of fun and festivities. So.
Tell us about that food. That's a good place to start, I think, when we get into the details.
So we have 3 courses, 4 courses with dessert. We have a meat course with a protein, a vegetable, and a starch 3 times. In between, it's all finger.
Yep.
It's all finger. We do have cutlery if you choose to donate to the king. And we do have salt that if you want to. Delicious food coming up, and then dessert as well. But it's all finger food, and it's all served on metal plates, and just like back then.
Tell us about, you mentioned some experts are coming. Tell us about those.
Yeah, they came last year as well, and did a display of a little bit of fighting. Nobody was hurt, nobody was harmed in the event, but we're going to have them again just so people can kind of get a feel for what that looks like. But then too, one of the things that made the medieval feast so much fun last year was we have 16 participants from each of the different they're like tables, I guess, and they're part of a club. So we had Dragon Club, and 16 people are randomly chosen to go up and battle against the other teams, and then we crown a winner
In different games.
in different games. Yeah, so we have things like ring toss and shooting an arrow and throwing an axe
And jousting.
And so that's the kind of thing so it's a nice mix between having the delicious food and having the the festivities, but then people randomly get up there and try to win, and there's lots of cheering going on because if your house wins, last year I believe it was the House of the Dragon that won, and so they're going to be looking to defend their title this year, and it's all fun, and it's like obviously all things that are safe for people, but people have fun, and like I said, the cheering and stuff, and the king and queen are fantastic as well. We have sheriffs and stuff that will be patrolling, and people can give a donation and get somebody put in the stocks, and so we've got lots of good pictures of people in stocks that were, and then people will pay a donation to get them out of the stocks, and it's all fun, and it's all going to go for a good cause as well. So
it's September 21st. What time do things get started?
Okay, so it's September 21st. Supper, at 6 o'clock. The doors open at 5. Cocktails at 6. Supper will be started about 6:30. And there's tables of 8 for $450 or $60 a ticket. We also offer safe ride home for both you and your vehicle. So you don't have to worry about that.
You can drive out, and then somebody will drive you
out,
home.
and we'll have 2 people, one to drive your vehicle home, one to drive you home. So you don't have to worry about your vehicle having a sleepover. We got tickets at Exhaust Masters. What else do we have? Also there's a photo booth and a fortune teller. There's a fire-breathing dragon that welcomes you when you come in. What else is going on there? The stocks are a lot of fun.
The stocks are a lot of fun.
The stocks are a lot of fun.
Yeah,
yes.
They're what scares me. Made a lot of enemies in this town.
We don't leave you in there too long. The sheriffs are. We do have one sheriff that's returning. That's you got to watch out for.
Yeah, he's quite funny.
But we're pretty gentle on you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's just like the old medieval times when you walk past the king and the queen, you curtsy, you bow. If not, You could
the
be thrown
stocks.
in those stocks.
Yeah.
I'm interested because you said if you win, what's on the line if your house wins?
Good
is it
question.
bragging rights,
Yeah.
or-
No, well, there's bragging rights, but we also, for all the participants, we have very special steins that victory steins for the 16 winners. So, yeah, it's there's some bragging rights, but there's also those steins that for all the participants. So,
And of course, you want people to come in costume.
Come in costume. Honestly, there is 90% come in costume. You feel out of place not being dressed up. And it's, a lot of people, I don't want to dress up. I don't want to dress up. It is so much fun.
I'm one of those people.
I
by
was
the way.
one of those people too. And it's just like I said, if you come not dressed up, it's kind of, you feel awkward. So, go down, throw something on. It's kind of a little embarrassing walking into Nissan dressed like this, but
But not into a medieval feast.
not into a medieval feast. No.
We do have some special criers too that will come in and announce you to the kingdom, and so that's always fun as well. And plenty of different types of drinks to enjoy. Even a little bit of the king's finest mead will be available, and so there's lots of fun to be had by all.
And we have the Vermilion Lions doing the bartending for us. So another Lions Club coming and helping us.
Anything else that I'm forgetting to ask about? You want people to know about the medieval feast?
There's still time to get tickets. We're still looking for sponsors.
Yeah. Thank you for those who have already sponsored. But yeah, we are looking for a few more sponsors, and but really, it's it's a great night to be had by all, and it benefits a good cause. This year, our committee decided that we're going to make a donation to Ronald McDonald House out of some of the funds that are generated.
They're building
there.
a new one in Saskatoon.
Okay.
Or Regina and Prince Albert, sorry.
Yeah.
In Regina and Prince Albert, Lions are a big part of contributing to that. And people that say it's out of town, but you tell me somebody that you don't know that hasn't had to use them.
Right.
That's out of town, and that's what Ronald McDonald House is for people like us coming out of town to be with our kids.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I've seen Ronald McDonald House and how much it helps. So.
And that's a big part of what our Lions are doing this year.
That's one thing. The other thing is it's just so much fun. And I mean, one thing I noticed about coming back to Lloydminster is that it's such a great community, and there's all kinds of great events out there. And this is just one of the best events, just where you're going to have fun, come donate some money and maybe win a prize, but you're going to have a lot of fun. And people that came last year, most of them are already got their tables and stuff are coming this year. And so if you want a great night, bring your spouse, come and have a great night. Bring your business or get a table of 8, come, have a great time. And it's going to be so much fun.
And find someone athletic, obviously.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Nope.
The jousting is actually pool noodles.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
So it's not that bad. There's a silent auction table, 50-50, so bring some cash.
Yeah. And
Have
if
some
there's
fun.
somebody you want to throw in the stocks, bring a
Bring lots of
donation.
money.
Or if you like a little salted supper or some cutlery, bring some money. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we do have something special that we wanted to do before we go, though, Kurt.
So we heard you got married.
I did.
We know you got married.
I
We
did.
saw that.
Yeah.
So we would like to invite you and your new wife,
Well, thank you very much.
Heather, out to enjoy the festivities with us.
Well, thank you very much.
We hope to see you there.
She's athletic as well.
Well, you can send her up. Actually, you know what? We have secrets as to who goes up there, and
Yeah,
we
so we
won't
can-
tell you what
Okay.
they are.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate this.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah. How much does it cost to put in there?
How much?
Oh,
to
yeah,
put in
that's
the
plenty,
stocks?
Jason. We can definitely do that.
Oh,
Our first donation.
our first stocks.
20 bucks is
20
all
bucks.
it costs to put me in the stocks?
That's right. So, for those that want to see Kurt in the stocks, make sure you come on September 21st. We've already got a donation, so.
I'm not upset that Jason would do that. I'm upset that he would only do $20.
Only do $20. Well, we can have other people match that.
Yeah,
we
maybe
can
that's
get
what we'll
those
do.
matched, and we can get you in there for a while.
The more money we raise here, the more time we'll put Kurt in the stocks. How's that sound?
So you want Kirk in those? You give us a call.
Well, thank you both. I believe. Thank you, Jason. But we're gonna thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
More information available.
Yes, you can give me a call. Darryl, 780-872-8314 is my number. Also, Lloydminster Lions, you can go on their there's a website for, did you have that handy?
Yep, www.lloydlionsfeast.com or Exhaust Masters. We've always got tickets there, and I'll be there, Ray's there. We can answer questions as well.
Thank you both. Appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Thank you, guys.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to introduce you to two really fun ladies. We have Tammi Lynn Parton joining us with Parton Productions. And you're going to be amazed when you go October the 4th and see Ashley Borody perform as Adele at the Vic Juba Theatre. And we're going to meet her, and you're going to love her personality and her answers to some of my tough questions when we come back.
At CK McKean Roofing, they understand what it took to put that roof over your head for your family. With over 20 years of experience under their belt, they strive to show you that with their workmanship and their integrity. Not all roofing companies are created equal, and that's why CK McKean Roofing encourages you to focus on your most important investments, your home and your family. CK McKean Roofing.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we work with local farm families to provide a high-quality product and a great selection for you. Try our mouth-watering smokies, pulled pork, roast beef, and more, made pure and natural with no additives or fillers. We offer custom processing, and our experienced team works for you to provide a selection of sausage, burgers, and jerkies made to your specifications. Take your grilling to the next level with a Yoder smoker. Complete the grilling experience with Canadian-made, award-winning line of House of Q barbecue sauces. We're locally owned and operated, and we look forward to seeing you today.
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner, and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
Welcome back. Our guests are Tammi Lynn Hammett from Parton Productions and doing a very special tribute to Adele, October 4th, the Vic Juba Theatre. Ashley Borody is joining us as well this morning. So thank you, ladies. Thanks for taking some time to be on Live with Kurt Price.
No awesome. Problem. Thank you, Kurt.
So
thanks for having us.
Let's get started with let's get the obvious question out of the way. Okay, Tammi, let's just get it because Tammi is with Parton Productions and everybody's going to say, is it Dolly Parton Productions? So let's just get that out of the way right now.
Let's get that out of the way. According to rumors or myths growing up, she's supposed to be related. Apparently on my father's side, my grandpa's met her and yeah, I guess they are, but aren't we all related to somebody?
That's right. Ashley, are you related to anybody famous?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Tammi, watch out. We're going to be famous, right? So
we are going to be famous. Yes. This is the beginning of us being famous.
You know what? My granddad, though, from Hawaii, he was an ambassador there, and he has a picture with Mike Tyson, me and my granny and him, and that's about as close as we get.
Oh, when you said Hawaii, I was sure you're going to say Don Ho.
What about Kurt Price? Are you famous?
Yeah.
The man, the legend.
I don't think I have any famous friends either.
Oh.
I have friends with famous names. I have a friend that's named Brian Adams, and I have a friend named Dean Martin.
Right on.
But they're not related to either of them. And both are spelled, one's spelled the same, the other one's spelled different. Ashley, you're going to be doing this tribute to Adele, and I can't think of anybody you could pick that would be harder to do a tribute to than somebody with such a range vocally. How do you get started with doing an Adele tribute? Where does that all begin?
Well, it is a challenge, that is for sure, because she's the queen. So it is really hard. But Ken and Tammy had always encouraged me before. They said, whenever I sing Adele, they're like, you need to sing her. You need to do it. And for a couple years, I was humming and hawing about it, and we finally just jumped in both feet, and now we're just going to do it. So I've just been studying her and listening to everything, not just the obvious songs, but all of her songs and her music. It's so beautifully done and well written, and yes, hard to sing. So lots of practicing and things, but yeah, I'm up for it. So
how did you meet Tammy? How did you meet Tammy and Ken? How did that relationship get started? Because I can tell you from what I've met with Tammy and Ken, they're really fun people. I've never seen them actually do any work, but they're really fun people.
They saved all the hard work for us. So my husband originally had guided them for fish up in Tobin Lake, like near where we're from. And then they just become close. And then I got to meet them shortly after, and we've just been friends ever since.
Yeah. As soon as anybody who meets Ashley and Dylan in person, Dylan's her husband, by the way, but to meet them in person is to love them. I don't know. It's just, you know how you have like homegrown people, and they're just down to earth and happy and loving and caring, and we just clicked.
Okay.
So no strings attached.
And a lot of that may come from Ashley. You grew up on a farm, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever met anybody on a farm that wasn't down to earth.
Right?
Honestly, the good farm people.
Well, tell us how you started singing. Like, you grew up on a farm. Where do you start singing?
Yeah, so I started singing to the chickens. Well, before that, I mean, I sang in church. I just gravitated towards the microphone. I sang to the chickens because we had 200 of them. So I would go out there, they'd be noisy, and then I'd sing to them, and then they'd be nice and quiet. I left a radio on for them. And then I had a couple really inspiring music teachers, one in elementary, one in high school. The one in high school really, he really lifted me off the ground with everything. I struggled before with self-esteem and everything that goes along with that, and music's really helped me through that. And a lot of Adele's music has helped me, and healing and everything, that happens in life to people. So I really resonate and relate to her. So
you haven't always been doing Adele. You've been doing your own music, I'm sure, and singing singing in bands and that sort of thing. How far does that go back to, Ashley?
Well, I guess in high school, I started writing. So started writing in high school, and then I have a box of music that I need to, do something with. My husband, maybe put music. We're looking at maybe a contemporary style to dive into, just like Adele's kind of style. But started writing, was in a couple different bands, Shockwave and Brody Anthony Band. And me and my husband, Dylan, we do dinner restaurant music as well. So we do that on the side. And then I just perform at various events. I went to Canadian Idol, the 6 years they had it, and Canada's Got Talent. Went to that as well. And any opportunity really. There's been things in the church or things with friends. There's been anniversary parties and weddings and everything in this radius of towns, just going to perform and do things. Now we're focusing completely on the Adele tribute. So that's solely what we're doing.
And that's Tammy and Ken's influence there to say,
absolutely.
Hey, you've got something special here. Tammy, what was there a certain song you heard her sing or something like that?
No, it doesn't matter what Ashley sings. I hope that anybody who comes out to see her becomes a fan of her. Really, because I mean, you don't have to be an Adele fan even to be an Ashley Borody fan, is my point. And every singer starts somewhere. My husband and I love music. We always have music on. So we listen to other people, and we listen to how they got started and the hard work that they have to do. And that's kind of where we're at right at this minute. Ashley's performed for many years, and she's done a lot of hard work, but for the past couple of years, she's totally been putting in the work to the Adele tribute. And like she had mentioned, it's so hard to sing Adele, and she flawlessly sings Adele. So we're at the beginning stages of, I mean, maybe 2 years or 5 years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to go, I interviewed Ashley, like before she was famous, but now she's made it big and she's singing her own music. Because most people do say they start out singing some sort of tribute before they ever get recognized, right? Because if Ashley was to just go put herself in a theater and say, Ashley Borody is at Vic Juba Community Theater, October 4th, who's going to come see her? But if she's Ashley Borody doing the ultimate tribute to Adele, well, people are going to come because they love Adele, they love Adele music, they know Ashley. Like it's a broad range, but the people who don't like Adele or have never heard of Ashley, once they do see her, they will be a fan.
Ashley, do you try to mimic Adele, or do you put your own spin on things?
I would say I try to go as close to what she does, like her sound. I try to do that. There are a couple differences, obviously, but I try to keep her power, her same her same singing style. I try to do it as close to the record as possible.
Like I said earlier, it's like you couldn't have picked anybody that's tougher to imitate, really. I mean, because sometimes her voice does like really incredible things.
Yeah.
Like how when you've decided you're going to do this, did it come naturally to you, or do you have to? How did you practice? How did you? There's so many songs, and you're listening to this song, and her voice does this. And you're listening to that song, and her voice does that.
Yeah,
it goes in all different directions. How much time do you have to spend practicing or perfecting?
Yeah, so usually with the music, my husband and I practice about an hour a day, and then there's weekends and there's things where we're putting some hours into it as well. But mostly, the most important thing I think is connecting with it emotionally, because if you don't connect with it emotionally, it's not going to come out properly. So I connect with it emotionally, and then I figure out the technicalities after that. So it's like, oh, I love Love in the Dark. I love that song. So let's connect with that. I feel that and everything, sing it, and then perfect all the runs and all the things that she does. That's kind of how I look at it.
So Ken showed me a video of you in Mesa, performing in Mesa. Well, Tammi and Ken showed me this video, and you can watch that video. It's actually on Facebook. If you find Parton Productions on Facebook, you can watch this video. Am I wrong, Ashley, in saying that when you saw people give you a standing ovation, that you were surprised?
I was, and I think that is just all the emotion and hard work that went into it and everything, and then the people actually liked it. And not only they're the toughest crowd, because it was a 50 plus crowd, which, I mean, they don't care. They're the hardest critics, I think. And, they like good music. They know good music. So for them I really felt that you probably can't see it, but I was tears falling down my face as, my husband came to stand beside me, because it's a pretty incredible thing.
Tammi, you were there. What did you?
I was crying.
Did it surprise you that she was so good? I mean, you obviously saw this coming.
Because I've known her for so long now, it never surprised me that she was so good. I think seeing like a big setting, I think we had about, I don't know, Ashley, what was there, about 350 people?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and like she says, like a tough crowd, because they know their music and they love their music. Like we're in a 55 plus resort, and it's music every day. So they all are so into their music. And so I guess for me to watch Ashley, she kind of did her debut last year. So that was like the debut in Mesa, and I watched the crowd and I watched their faces, and they were all in awe. And then you'd see Ashley, because she's so used to performing where people are singing and dancing and moving around dance floors and wedding floors and whatever. She wasn't used to people just sitting there. Basically, their phones were out, their mouths were open, like they were quiet. And then they were just like, after every song, they were amazed. So yeah, tears were rolling down my face.
When you perform October the 4th, is it with a full band? How do you, what will the stage, look like?
Yeah, so it is a full band. Like we have a bass guitarist, we have a drummer, and we have my husband plays piano, Dylan, and then we have a quartet as well. So cello player and 3 violinists.
So do you kind of mimic what Adele does on stage too? Did you have to go
Well,
watch some video of her, or is doing
I
her
know.
voice hard enough? Like, let's concentrate on that.
Well, that's the thing. Doing her voice is hard enough, and the concentration it takes. I know you want to connect to your audience. I'm trying to get better at, all those things that you can perfect along the way. Sometimes I throw in a little bit of an English accent. And then, you can just kind of read the crowd, see what they want, tell a joke or two. But really, Adele she's sassy, she's playful, she's funny, so all those things too are important for the whole show. So, I mean, we're trying.
So let me ask you this. Is there a song that you do in the performance that you love doing? And is there an Adele song that you find challenging?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, one, like my favorite to sing is probably Hometown Glory. And it's just because it resonates with me. It's about, my small town where I'm from, and just like the amazement of like the community and everybody coming together. That's kind of what the song is about. So I love that song. The one that is most challenging would probably be like Hello would probably be up there. That one, Skyfall is another one. Those two.
Not a
And
lot
she
of
did it perfectly.
not a lot of big music in that, right? Not a lot of big music in Hello to
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's just big voice and control and breathing and technique.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when did this start? Like when did you start doing Adele?
I guess our first one was last March in Mesa.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And now it's ballooning to be it's getting huge. Come to the Vic Juba Theatre on October the 4th. Tammi, you want people to buy tickets now, especially you want to get as close to the stage as you can get, right?
Of course. And most of those tickets they're going fast. I know that you guys are known as Last Minute Lloyd.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It drives me crazy. I'm like, last minute, who does last minute? Right? Don't people plan anymore? But yeah, they can go online to the what is it, vicjubatheatre.ca and get their tickets. It'll say Ashley Borody as the ultimate tribute to Adele. But I recommend it. And I don't know, people are just gonna love it. Like this is her first theater here, but she's doing 4 more in March. They're already booked for 2025. So she'll have a little tour coming up, and she already has private events that are booked and corporate events and Christmas events. I mean, people have just kind of, as soon as they start following Parton Productions on Facebook, I mean, people are hearing Ashley's voice, and this is without bells and whistles. So we don't have like a big production going on where we took a bunch of photos or videographers or whatever. So at the Vic Jube, of course, we'll get, some really good, outstanding promo for Ashley. But right now we really wanted people to see her raw. Like if you can see somebody raw and they can give you goosebumps, well, can you imagine? So yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
Are either of you really familiar with the Vic Juba Theatre and its awesome sound?
Beautiful. It's very beautiful. Yeah. Like people will be blown away.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are Ashley, have you ever been played around Lloyd or around this area before anywhere?
No, I haven't played there. We've played in Saskatoon, but not in Lloyd, like in that area there. And I have never been to the Vic Juba Theatre. So, but I've talked to the sound tech there, and he said that it's going to be great. So, and I've heard from different musicians that the sound there is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. What are we forgetting? What do you want people to know? Is there anything that I haven't asked that you want people to know before they come out and check you out on October the 4th?
What do you think? I want people to come and enjoy. I want people to come, male or female. This isn't just a female event. Like this is, it is Adele. There's lots of different people that can enjoy her. I encourage you that if you haven't heard Adele or lots of her music, to come on and enjoy. It's a funny story at this winery we just played in BC. This big burly guy comes up to me, he goes, "My wife drugged me here, and I just wanted to let you know that was awesome." And he was just thrilled. He loved it. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. And that is so awesome to get that feedback. So anybody, that doesn't even know Adele and listen to her music, like, come on out and let's have a good time.
Totally.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned sometimes young people need a kick in the butt to figure out what good music is as well. Not saying they can't come watch, they should come watch, because then they'll know what good music is. But yeah, let's just put it this way, it ain't rap. So thank you both. Really appreciate your time, and looking forward to October the 4th.
Thanks for having us. So much. And congratulations on your new marriage.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I found I was the only happy guy in Lloyd, and I couldn't have that. So
right on.
Well,